Good Saturday, I guess, early evening, afternoon. So, I'm hopping on here, probably just going to do a short, and hopefully I can keep the guitar at an angle where you can see it. So check it out. If you know the order of the modes, Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, Locrian, and back to Ionian, the major scale, right? And you have 5 major / minor pentatonic boxes that you can play through, right? So, I'm going to show you basically how you add a couple notes and you go from a minor major scale to a mode, right? So since I am playing in C major, A minor, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I believe this is the 4th or 5th position box, but honestly, it really doesn't matter because you just add a few notes and you will have a mode. It's not that hard. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be the major minor box, right? All right. Now, add 2 notes and you get Lydian. F, we're adding F. And we're adding an F and we're adding a B, right? G, A, B. So I'll go over it one more time. You have a major minor box, right? Add 2 notes, your F, right, and your B. Those are the notes you're adding to take it from a major minor box to a mode. Now, if you know the modes, you'll also know that right after Lydian is Mixolydian, right? Start the whole step down. So, what I'm getting at is, when you know the modes, it's pretty easy to move around, right? And actually play in the minor or major box, right? You can do either or. It's all really the same. It's just explained a little bit different, right? So like I said, and another thing you'll notice is then we're back to Aeolian. Aeolian. So, if you pay a little bit of attention there, you'll see that Lydian, Mixolydian, and Aeolian all end up right around here. So, do you see the, basically the relationship, right, between how you can basically play three modes? You end up on, at the end, on your B string, so B, C, D, E, F. So F, E, F, G, and then A, B, and C. Because from here, or you can go here. Or here. Here, Lydian, just slide half step down. So that's just a quick, no-nonsense way of realizing that you're gonna, where they're all gonna get funneled into, right? You can do the same here. So, you can do it, like I said, you have your A minor right here. Then you have here, we're going the other way. We're not going down anymore, we're going up. So what does that mean? We have to change the note traces, right? Because we're playing different, we're playing up the neck, right? Before I started at 13 and worked our way down to 15, right? Or 17, 15, yeah, 17, right? So now, since we're actually starting on the minor ALN, I have to shift up, right, to get Mixolydian. Right? And then, if I want to play Lydian, I believe it's right? So my whole point is to just show you, just like I said, you're transposing. What you do here, you can do here, right? Every once in a while you have to hit an open string, like with those, like I did yesterday, right? But the whole point of it is not to be intimidated, right? Don't be intimidated. Just understand, know the shapes, and you'll see, you'll be able to see it, right? And once you get the shapes down, you'll figure out the triads. That's not hard. You have even if, here's, Mixolydian. You know, so no matter what anyone says, the triads are there to help you build harmony, okay? Because those notes that you land on that are in that triad, they're gonna have relationship with the other notes that you're highlighting, right? So it's gonna make the solo sound better if that's what you want. Now, if you want to sound, like shit, just start playing a bunch of notes, and just sound like a bunch of shit and play fast. I don't do that, right? I'd rather slow down and learn and have the knowledge, right? Because once you have the knowledge, you'll always have it. It's not going to go anywhere. Even if you don't play a lot, it'll still be there. So like I said, I showed you basically Lydian, Mixolydian, and Aeolian, right? Starting on number 1, which would be E, F, right? We started there on F, we started here on F. And we played all the way through, and I showed you how they all end up with this same shape. Now, it's just that I want to get called out. When you play Lydian, you have to slide up a half a step to get you back into the pattern that's very distinctive looking. So, that's the only alteration you have to make to get down to Aeolian, right? It's not hard. The other two, like Mixolydian, so I'll look at this and make sure you can see everything. But my point is, I'm trying to help you understand that, you have 5 major minor boxes, right? Well, you have 7 modes. So, out of those 5 boxes, you're going to be able to build a mode, okay, by adding a few notes, right? If you watch and you listen and you pay attention, you practice, this will come. I'm not promising you'll be able to do it in a week, but I'm telling you, I'm no different than anyone else. You practice them, you make sure that you memorize the modes, if that's the way you want to play, and then everything else will fall in line if you practice, okay? So, with that being said, thanks to all the new subscribers, and I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are getting stuff out of this, because I know, like I said, I've said it many times, I know what my level is, like I know I don't have to, I could sit here and, play fast stuff all day, but that's not what it's about. It's about helping you, right? So you can get better, and you can see the progress you're making by looking back at my videos and checking up on yourself and slowing down the video. When I put out a long form video, if you're having a hard time with it, slow it down to 0.75 or 0.50 and look at it, because I play everything pretty clean. Maybe I make a little sloppy here and there, but so does everyone else. So anyway, you guys have a good weekend, and I'll be checking back in pretty soon. I might make this long form, because it does have some good stuff that you need to understand. So anyway, thanks again, and let me get on this and make sure it's actually gonna, there's not sunlight all over or natural light on the ebony. So have a good night. Thanks, guys. See you again soon.